All right, I'm not gonna play that whole song because W being copyright, so I don't want that. But anyways, everybody, happy 20th anniversary to the release of Batman Beyond. That's right, 20 years ago on this fateful day, this fateful January 10th, we were introduced to the world of Batman Beyond, a continuation of the DC animated universe, Batman the Animated Series, which followed into the New Batman Adventures, also along with Superman the Animated Series, and then that became Batman Beyond. We also got Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock, and the Zeta Project, a couple animated movies. Just a great overall universe. But yes, so Batman Beyond. This is one of my all-time favorite animated TV series. I think it's absolutely outstanding. I love the character of Terry McGinnis, the way it continues, the storyline of a futuristic teenage Batman. I think they did such a great job with it, and some of the terminology I use pretty much daily. I tell people to stay shui pretty much all the time. Like, hey, stay shui, man. I see, I can't even talk. Stay shui, man. So, yeah, this is just kind of just a quick celebration video, just commenting on the series, what it's meant to me, and so on and so forth. And I hope you all celebrate somehow by watching the show. Yeah, it gave us a lot. So I got here the complete things, and it gave me Return of the Joker, which, I got a review on the channel if you want to check that out. I'll leave a link below. But yes, Batman Beyond, I love the art direction. It gave us some unique Batman gadgets, the stealth suits, a new unique look, old man Bruce Wayne. I just absolutely love this show, and it just was amazing. Some really cool, unique villains. You had Blight, which was like powers. You got Ink, you had Shriek, you had Spellbinder, who was behind some really creative episodes. You had the Joker's gang. You even had the Joker at one point in one of the episodes. You got some other unique characters. Like I really liked the character of Ten. I think she was really good. Definitely a way more better, more interesting love interest to Terry McGinnis than fucking Dana Tan. But let's not get into that. Let's celebrate the show and talk about what we loved about it. So I'll go ahead and let you guys post some comments below. I'm gonna talk about some of the things. Like I said, animation's great. The voice cast, Will Friedle as Terry McGinnis, is outstanding. He's able to be like menacing and funny at the same time. Like he's like, just some of the shit he would say. Like he was a shit talking Batman. I especially love in like Return of the Joker where Batman's just like he wants you to talk. He's like, wait a second, I like to talk too. And then some other funny lines where he's like, don't touch my dog. And then Kevin Conroy playing this grislier, like older Bruce Wayne was absolutely fantastic. Some really funny moments. Probably my favorite episode is the one where where Talia al Ghul comes back and you see them at the musical. We're just like, I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Batman. Blah 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 da, 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 da. And then he's just like, come on, man, it's Shway. It's Schwarbage. Just some really funny stuff. And then there's some tragic moments too, like the idea of like Batman eventually has to grow up, and like that really like struck a chord emotionally for me. We're just like, oh, he's done. He doesn't have any of his family. Dick Grayson is long gone. Tim Drake is long gone. Barbara Gordon is like the commissioner of Gotham City Police Department, and then she's out of his life too. And it was unfortunate. There's some things I really love about the show. There's a few things that disappointed me in that I didn't really like the idea of Bruce Wayne, like all his allies kind of being like abandoned and like going off elsewhere. But I understand the story purposes. He has to like find some way to bring in Terry McGinnis to like kind of like be with this loner dude. But there's just some things where I'm just like I just wish they would have like I don't like the idea of Batman going through all this like traumatic stuff just to kind of have it like all end in him being alone. So that was kind of upsetting for me, but. As far as the series goes, Batman Beyond is a terrific show. Some other great supporting characters. I love Max. I think she was a really great friend / ally to Terry McGinnis. You had the douchey bullies in there. I think that was Seth Green who voiced them. You had some love interest in there. Dana, like I said, I think Dana has always just been kind of there as a character. Didn't really like amaze me or anything like that. But now 10, on the other hand, I really like this character of 10 in the Royal Flush Gang. I think the way she's incorporated into the show, and then you see her actually like be one of the few characters who goes from like villain to hero, like legitimately really regrets their life choices. It's kind of like the Selena Kyle to him, but like I said, far more interesting character than Dana. So I don't know why she kind of got dropped altogether. And then the show ended with like in terms of the final episode of the show, It kind of just ended, like it wasn't really a final episode. It's just like the last episode. It's like it doesn't feel finite at all because they kind of expected they were going to get some more episodes, but they never really got the chance to do so. There was a crossover with the Zeta Project, and then the final technical like episode is actually an episode of Justice League Unlimited, known as like it was like Epilogue, where it's like set in the future, like the whole entire DC animated universe. And then we see Terry in the future, and he finds out that, Amanda Waller took some of Bruce Wayne's DNA and basically like rewrote some other dude's DNA and tried to like recreate like the tragedy. We do see the Phantasm in there, Andrea Beaumont, which was kind of cool. So Amanda Waller wanted to create another Batman, and inevitably he becomes Batman in some way, shape, or form. But I never really saw the point in making Terry Bruce's like son through genetics and that. I didn't necessarily see the point in that, but that's just me. But anyways, Batman Beyond, like I said, great animation. The music by Shirley Walker is outstanding. It's like this wah, 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 wah. Honestly, my favorite opening of the DC animated universe. I love so many of them. Superman's a classic one. Batman animated series is a classic opening as well. Justice League is like do 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 do. That one's so triumphant and epic. But I think my personal favorite opening is the Batman Beyond one. It's like dun 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 dun. I love the Batman Beyond opening. I think it's absolutely awesome. Yeah, pretty much everything about this show was awesome. A couple episodes, are so, but overall, I just think that this show was just so awesome, ahead of its time. DC animation, man. I don't get why we never got a Batman Beyond movie. Of all the things, I would love to see like a Tim Burton Batman Beyond movie. I know he hasn't really done like the action comic book type movie in a while, but Michael Keaton as Old Man Bruce Wayne with a Terry McGinnis, that just sounds awesome. But yeah, so like I got the complete series here. I absolutely just adore the show with all my heart. I need to go back and rewatch it. It's been a while since I watched the show. That's why some of my details are a little bit foggy, because like I think I watched this like 4 or 5 years ago was the last time I went through and rewatched the whole thing. I forget how many episodes, 52 episodes altogether, but 52 great episodes. Well, maybe not some are great, but for the most part, it's overall like I'm very overwhelmingly positive on Batman Beyond. But yeah, so that's Batman Beyond. This wasn't like a full-blown review. It's just kind of like a celebration of the show. I just wanted to wish it a happy anniversary and just want to kind of know what everyone else's thoughts on the show was, because like I absolutely loved it. I know it's got a huge chunk of fans. I've actually been reading some of the Batman Beyond comics. Maybe I should do some reviews on that on my channel, but they're actually kind of giving me a lot of what I want in terms of like the, Terry McGinnis as he grows up a bit. They they pushed Dana out of the way and they brought in Ten some more, so she's having a important factor. Terry's brother Matt is actually becoming like Robin Beyond, so I'm kind of glad by that. Maybe a few things I'd get rid of. I didn't like how they handled Damian in the comic books because, of course, he always I don't know what DC's obsession is with him. They always try to like be like, oh, he's gonna become evil in the future. Well, what's the point of changing him from, a kid who was raised to be a ruthless killing machine, evil assassin dude, to develop him to be a good guy if you're just gonna ultimately go back to the bad guy? I never saw a point with that. That felt like major regression to me. But, we'll forget about talking about that Damian stuff. But let's just talk Batman Beyond. So, like I said, happy anniversary to Batman Beyond. I don't know what else I'm really going to add. This isn't like a full-blown tribute. I don't even know what this video is. I just wanted to talk about Batman Beyond a bit for its anniversary. But, yeah, the show meant a lot to me. Grew up watching it. Saw the crossovers years later. I really wish they would have continued Batman Beyond, even like Will Friedle and like Kevin Conroy, or just kind of like have the hashtag Bring Back Beyond and stuff. But yeah, this was such a great show, and it was original. I like all new created characters and stuff. So they created this universe, and then they eventually got incorporated into some of the comics. Yeah, Batman Beyond. I absolutely adore this show. I think it's one of the best animated series of all time. In terms of my favorite DC animated shows, obviously Batman the Animated Series is number one, but it's really tough to choose. Like this one, I'm like, yeah, it's my second favorite. Then if I go and watch Justice League all the way through, I'm like, yeah, Justice League is my favorite. Justice League Unlimited is my favorite. Or, no, Batman Beyond. Well, Superman the Animated Series isn't obviously like my favorite, but like in terms of like second favorite. I still like that show, World's Finest, classic shit. But yeah, man, it makes me really wish they bring back the DC animated universe. But the thing is, like, with shows set in the future, it's like you already kind of know where things are going to go. So it's like there's no suspense in the current timeline. Although they did have some crossover episodes, which could have altered the timeline. I don't know. I kind of want like a relaunch, like a Flashpoint type thing to happen to the DC animated universe to kind of get it like started and kind of fix some of the mistakes of the past. Maybe eventually do a Batman Beyond like continuation of that at some point. But I kind of want to see the universe like reset and then incorporate some other classic Batman characters into the show. I remember when I met Kevin Conroy. What was it? Yeah, last year I met Kevin Conroy. I asked him some questions about some of the like if they had access to some of the characters now. That weren't available at the time, which ones would he like want to bring in? Like I talked to him just for a few minutes, like he was at a Comic-Con, so I asked him some questions like, yeah, like what characters would you like to see now like that are a part of the Bat family that you couldn't necessarily adapt? So he kind of talked about some of the brief ones. I'm like, would you like to see like, the Damian character, like Stephanie Brown, Cassandra Cain? And, he was all for it. He'd be like, if they did it now, it would have been interesting to see like the show's take on some of those other Bat family characters, or maybe even they bring in Batwing. I don't know. I would just really like a relaunch of the DC animated universe. I know we have the DC animated movie universe, which began with Justice League War and is going in fact, that's going to come. I think, yeah, Reign of the Superman. I'm going to be seeing this upcoming weekend, so that'll be cool. But yeah, so Batman Beyond. What do you all think of it? I absolutely love the show. It's one of my all-time favorite, animated series, and I'm kind of going off on a rambling tangent, which is kind of expected. So I don't even know how this thing's going to go. But, yep. So go ahead. If you haven't seen Batman Beyond before, I highly recommend checking it out. I just spoiled a lot of shit for you. But show turns 20. Holds a special place in my heart. Some great stuff came from here, and I think we're going to have to start rewatching it very soon. Probably doing some reviews on it, like, in the future. But, yeah. So go ahead and post your comments below. Let's talk some Batman Beyond in the comments. 20th anniversary. Will you be watching the Rebirth episodes, part 1 and 2? Ironically, DC Rebirth. Yeah, there's a lot of Rebirth stuff that happens there. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the show? Some of your favorite characters, favorite episodes? Go ahead and post them below, and we'll talk soon. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Comment, like, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SeanJTKing, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I'll see you next time where we, you know what, I don't know what my next video is going to be. But yes, Batman Beyond. Happy anniversary. Great shit. Great shit. All right. See you later.